already discussed and that are accessible to you now are the most pressing ones. If you can please vote on it promptly right after the call, that would be great. We were going to start now at the top of the agenda, which Chris, if you have some additional announcements, now is the time. Can talk about what is currently happening this week, and then we can move on. Let's just move on to a quick open floor.
Sounds good. And first, apology to everybody watching this and expecting a full hour and they're going to get 15 minutes. The reason we were not public for 45 minutes is that there is a confidential contract for one of the actual service providers of the foundation that requested that the details of the contract were private. The contract details, or not the exact details, but the person and what they'll be doing will be public once the council decides they want to go with them, but they did ask for the contract itself to actually be private. And now here we are. So welcome everybody. Busy, 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 busy week. I can't stress that enough. Working from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to bed. And same thing with everybody else here on the core team and probably the councils as well. The main things focused right now is getting the exchange listings going. We have two signed up. We were going to
Recording
go
magic minutes.
we were going to go with three, but the third one, it ended up they had some security breach, public issues this week. And we decided that doesn't make sense for us to go with them as one of our launch partners. So we will have two. One of them, as you all know, it is going to make an announcement 24 hours before the listing. So it should be tomorrow when the actual announcement goes out. And you can hear construction behind me, so I apologize for that. But everything's going really well there. And then we have our market makers, which are Kaladin and Skynet, that we're setting up an onboarding with them to make sure that they're ready to market make day one. And we are doing all of these things at the last minute, and but nothing has dropped, and we should be on time, but just barely. So really feeling good about all of that stuff. And then of course the end of the lockup period selection is happening today. You guys all know that's been going smoothly. Many of you, Zarmian and Shelly, have your hands on that. So you know that's actually going through and been working really hard to make that go smoothly. One of the things that I would like to do, and it's like I'm going to leave it up to council to decide, but I would love it to actually to display the information that we have in some way, so that people know how long people locked up for the amounts, all of that stuff. I think that'd be a really good thing. Transparency is key here, and it is on the blockchain anyway. So if we can provide that information in some way, maybe a beautiful Chris website is on the horizon if Zarmian doesn't do it. But yeah, looking really good. The majority of people are locking up for 5 years, which I think is really cool. It shows how bullish people are about the potential of VOI. But I think it'd be good for people to actually see what everybody chose. I think it would be really, really awesome if we could actually give the people that locked in for 5 years some type of badge or something in Discord. I don't think it would be hard because it would just be a bot that could look at the blockchain and then just assign a badge if they own a 5 year contract. I think it'd be really cool. I call them lifers, but that's going really well. Overall, very happy with everything. It's fucking crazy how much work that needs to go to actually do this right. And council, you've been extremely responsive, so thank you so much for that. Without you guys and being responsive, it would just not be possible. Because as you know, all the listeners, all token transfers go through the council. So proposals and everything, so that they are approving everything. So that's about it. Thank you guys. Back to you, Shanti.
Thank you. Okay, 5 minutes. We have an open floor now for anyone to discuss anything. I know we have the council payments proposal that's out there. We can discuss that or anything else people want to discuss, or keep that in the Discord. It's also fine. You're muted.
What are you guys seeing from the community, council members?
What did you say?
Saying,
Good.
what's the council seeing from the community right now? I think Dave unmuted and then really froze.
Definitely lots of excitement. I think that, you know, the one community member that's in my ear a lot about a proposal is definitely Haroof and the dorks testing proposal. So, you know, I got to bring it up for sure. And when I had talked with him previously about this, I let him know that it's a process and don't expect it to happen overnight if you decide to go this route. So I think that, you know, I had told him to be a little patient with it anyways, but just wanted to ring it up again.
You didn't hear any of that, did you? My phone like froze.
Not at all.
It came back right now. I don't know.
I'm sorry,
Um,
Bagman took your spot there, Dave.
Yeah, now I got
fine.
Haroof is texting me excitement and rage in all caps.
Fair.
He's watching. He's watching.
Zarmny, you want to
Sure
try
is.
again this time? But like, don't
Yeah, we'll
freeze up.
see. It'll do the same thing, I'm sure. I was just saying that I think there's a lot of pressure to, and for me as well, it'd be nice to close down registration for the human verification and linking a Discord account so that we can actually finalize or get closer to a final number for all the phase 2 people.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I think it makes sense as well to keep the aggregating of accounts open, just if people do want to start combining them for the airdrops. But everything else being closed down makes a lot of sense. Because I think I've seen a lot of people saying, great, I have, you know, a phase 1, a phase 2 contract. I'm going to lock them both up for 5 years. It'd be better if it could just be one contract. But I think that's a separate thing that we can look at post the 30th when we have a bit more breathing room. But everything else you said makes complete sense to me.
One other thing that came to mind, because it just happened this morning, the marketing company that you guys already looked for, the loose proposal. We finally actually talked to them yesterday, late last night. They put together a loose proposal of what they want to do, and it's great. So we'll actually send that over to you as well, so you can take a look at it.
I think if you guys might have already seen it. It was the Luna one. Yeah, it's the same proposal. All we've gone is just a bit of an updated 1-page brief, and there's like a minor extra detail which we'll throw in for you guys to see.
Yeah. But it's a better minor detail. It makes it better. So I had a good conversation with them yesterday, and they are able to actually turn around and get going within 2 days. So that's a huge plus.
That was I was quite shocked, to be honest. I was impressed how quickly they could get activated. Pleasantly surprised, put it that way.
We're doing this thing.
Brilliant. I mean, do you want to talk more about Haroof's thing, Bagman, or has anyone got anything else they want to add?
I wanted to talk a bit about how DeFi is coming along, but just on the Haroof thing, like the council has all voted on it. It's just waiting for the Cayman stamp of approval. So hopefully you get that.
Was it approved?
It's waiting for foundation approval.
Oh, so it was recommended.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Every
Congrats.
time he asks, it'll just add a day. It's no big deal.
Make him wait right up until the line. That's fantastic. Which I'm glad you brought up DeFi actually, Wilder, because the marketing is going to be heavily focused and framed around DeFi. I think it's a very important foundational piece that we just need to get established, and the marketing will run for 3 months. So yeah, we would love to see some great DeFi proposals coming through, which we can obviously dovetail into the marketing to make it even more compelling when people are obviously reading about Voy and what's going on externally. So yeah, I love that initiative to try and get some more DeFi proposals going.
The one that I'm excited about, which I had a conversation with Super Synapse last night around the instructional videos he made. He'd made some great videos for phase one. Um, has makes quality videos, and as we're building up our marketing push, I think it'd be excellent to have some videos made. I got to the point of submitting proposals, so we'll see them soon. But specifically around Voi's DeFi and how it's going to be situated on the beginning of October. So how to use the bridge, how to go through the bridge, how to liquidity provide on Humble, Nomadex, and give people high quality content that will be on the Voy YouTube. I think that's going to be very helpful for um, bringing in new community members, bringing on board new community members where you don't have to read everything to know how to do it, and have some nice shorts. I think it's good overall for the brand if we start establishing like trusted video sources right on the Voice YouTube channel. So that's something I'm excited about. If you're in the DeFi committees, you know how how important the Aramid bridge is to Voy having stable coins on the platform. So that's coming along well as that's coming along well as well. So you'll hear more about that in the Voyager committee.
Okay.
Nice. If that's all done, I will just make a final note just for anyone watching. Just given that the announcements for the exchanges are going out, just please be careful and have a heightened sense of caution about you. Like the amount of extra spam and like, you know, people trying to pretend to be exchanges and, you know, whatever else is definitely increasing and will continue to increase. You know, once you do get listed, that adds extra legitimacy to the project, which means that people have a more heavy incentive to try and scam people. So yeah, please do be aware and just be safe.
Okay. Just to conclude, there's 4 proposals out there that we're still waiting on votes. So I think I've notified most people. So just keep a lookout in the voting channel. It's the lunar marketing, one announcement about that we are not releasing votes, and then 2 from yesterday. If you can't find them, let me know. Otherwise, everyone have a great Bill, do you wanna?
Yeah, I did. If Benny doesn't want to keep muting me. So just so everybody knows, it is my goal this afternoon that if votes go through, that I'll be packaging a number of approvals for the foundation so we can get them done before launch on Thursday. So if we could get things, if you're comfortable and you approve things, I would expect this afternoon, this evening, I would get them packaged to the foundation, and their turnaround is usually within a few hours once they've been submitted with the certificate of recommendation. So trying to get tomorrow to just be open for in case of emergency items. But obviously, if you need more time to vote, take it.
Okay. Thanks, everyone. Have a good afternoon.